Driving through neighborhoods in September, you may notice big, white, silky tents draped over tree branches. Many homeowners think it's spiders or even bagworms. The truth? These are fall webworms, a caterpillar pest that shows up late in the growing season. They look alarming, but do they harm your trees? In this video, we'll break down what fall webworms are, whether you should worry, and how to manage them. Tools and amp, materials you might use. Long pruning shears or pole pruners. Garden gloves. Trash bag for disposing of infested branches. Hose with strong spray nozzle. Beneficial insect guide for ID. Optional. Organic spray like Bt Bacillus thuringiensis. What are fall webworms? Fall webworms, Hyphantria cunea, are caterpillars that spin large silk tents around the ends of tree branches. Inside these webs, dozens of caterpillars feed together on leaves. Unlike spring tent caterpillars that form webs in tree crotches, fall webworms appear later in summer and fall and build their webs at branch tips. They feed on over 90 species of deciduous trees including pecan, walnut, cherry, and mulberry. How to tell fall webworms apart from other pests. Homeowners often confuse fall webworms with other web-making insects like eastern tent caterpillars or bagworms. The key difference: fall webworm tents are always at the branch tips, while spring tent caterpillars build webs in the crotches of branches in early spring. Bagworms, on the other hand, create individual cases that hang from twigs and look like small pine cones. Unlike webworms, bagworms feed throughout the summer and can cause more serious long-term damage if populations are heavy. Knowing which pest you're dealing with helps prevent unnecessary worry. If webs appear in late summer or fall at branch ends, it's almost certainly fall webworms and usually not a threat to tree health. Do fall webworms harm trees? The good news, not really. Because infestations happen late in the season, most trees have already stored enough energy for winter. Defoliation at this stage is usually cosmetic. Healthy, mature trees rarely suffer lasting damage. Young or stressed trees may experience slowed growth, but even then, webworm outbreaks are seldom fatal. Trees commonly affected by fall webworms. While fall webworms can feed on more than 90 species of trees, they have favorites. In the U.S., the most commonly affected are pecan, walnut, sweet gum, persimmon, cherry, and mulberry. Shade trees like elm and hickory also host frequent infestations. Interestingly, they rarely bother conifers like pines and spruces. If you see large white webs in any of these broadleaf trees in late summer, don't be surprised. The damage may look dramatic, but because it happens late in the season, these trees almost always bounce back the following spring with no lasting harm. Life cycle of fall webworms. Egg stage. Adult moths lay egg masses on the underside of leaves in midsummer. Larvae stage. Caterpillars hatch and begin spinning silk tents, enlarging them as they feed. Pupal stage. By late fall, caterpillars drop to soil to pupate. Adult stage. Moths emerge the following summer to restart the cycle. Understanding the cycle helps time control measures. Treating larvae early is most effective. Why webs appear in fall? Unlike spring tent caterpillars, fall webworms thrive in warm weather and are most visible in late summer through early fall. Their webs expand dramatically in September, which is why homeowners suddenly notice them. By October, caterpillars finish feeding and drop to the ground, leaving webs behind. Management and AMP control options. Step 1. Prune out infested branches. If webs are small and accessible, prune out infested branch tips and seal them in a trash bag. Dispose, don't compost. Step 2. Tear open webs. Use a pole or rake to tear webs open. Birds, wasps, and other predators can then access the caterpillars. Step 3. Spray with water. A strong jet of water from a hose can break webs and scatter caterpillars. Step 4. Biological controls. Apply Bt, Bacillus thuringiensis, or insecticidal soap if infestations are heavy and trees are young. These are safest when caterpillars are still small. Step 5. Let nature help. Predatory insects, parasitic wasps, and birds all feed on webworms. Often, natural controls keep populations in check without intervention. Regional notes. South and Anth, Southeast. Webworms can appear in massive numbers due to warm, extended seasons. Midwest and Anth, Northeast. Outbreaks are visible but usually smaller. West Coast. Present but less common in dry climates. Common mistakes to avoid. Burning webs, dangerous and harmful to trees. Using broad-spectrum insecticides kills beneficial insects along with pests. Ignoring young or newly planted trees. These need protection if heavily infested. Overreacting. Most webworm damage is temporary. Extra tips. Plant diverse tree species. Monocultures attract more pests. Encourage birds and beneficial insects by avoiding heavy pesticide use. Rake and remove fallen leaves in fall to reduce pupation sites. Prune regularly to keep canopies open. Webworms prefer dense growth. Long-term prevention strategies. Managing fall webworms isn't just about reacting each September, it's about setting up your yard for long-term balance. Planting a variety of tree species discourages pests from concentrating in one area. Keeping trees healthy through regular watering, mulching, and pruning also makes them less attractive to pests. If you've had repeated webworm problems, consider encouraging natural predators. Hang birdhouses to attract chickadees and wrens, or plant nectar-rich flowers to support parasitic wasps. By fostering biodiversity, you create a natural defense system that keeps webworm populations from exploding, often reducing the need for pruning or spraying altogether. Prevention is always easier than cure. Mini Spotlight Pull Pruner. For tall trees, a pull pruner is the most effective tool for removing webworm nests safely. It lets you cut infested branches from the ground without climbing or using chemicals. Those silky webs in your trees may look alarming, but fall webworms are more of a nuisance than a killer. By pruning, tearing webs, or simply letting nature take its course, you can manage them with little effort. Remember, by next spring, your trees will leaf out healthy again. So don't panic, fall webworms are just part of the seasonal cycle, and your trees can handle them.